Where's my phone?
What's that? Oh, right.
Where's my phone? Wait a minute.
So I'll hop on the train.
And what I want to do, you know, Sharon's speaking about people being frustrated around about the amount of time that they have or the money, not being able to have both. What I want to do is I want to show the leaks in the system that we're in right now, that we were born with, and that we use to either work a job or own a business. Point out the leaks as to why no matter how hard you work, you'll never get ahead. Okay? First we're going to do that. And then I'm going to compare it to ours. But I just want to bring some things into awareness right now. Okay? So right now, you have the CEO at the top, right? Get it? You have the vice presidents, middle management, supervisors here, and then the workers at the bottom. This is really condensed. Sometimes they can be bigger, but you get the idea, right? You guys all know this. So I'm going to go to point out some leaks here. Let's take real estate, for example, and how money moves through it, and how people work to make money. If B is a new real estate agent, right, sells a home, who benefits in this structure? Well, the company does, right? The manager, B, right? If B makes a sale, B's going to benefit. The manager of that team is going to benefit, along with the company or CEO.
Right.
But does anyone else here benefit?
No.
No. So is there any incentive for these people to try to help B succeed?
No.
Not at all. How about the manager? Does the manager benefit?
Yeah, so
He'll help him, but only to the extent that he does well enough, but not well enough that he exceeds
Yeah.
the manager.
Take the manager's job.
Right. So the manager is going to give him enough information to do well, but yeah, right. If he does too well, he'll take his job or be pulled away to become a manager somewhere else. And this manager just got punished for helping B succeed and really thrive. Right? So this is all set up that everyone's in competition. Same thing if you're working a corporate job, you know, a salarized position or a wage position. You have the workers at the bottom, right? Middle management and all that. If you want to work your way up and make more money in the business, right, and get a higher paying position, those positions are fewer and fewer, right, available. Because there's fewer and fewer available, people are in competition for them, right? So everyone, again, is in competition. Why is he going to help B try to get a promotion to manager of a store when they both want it? There's only one, right? That's how they're going to make more money. So everyone here is in competition. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about multi-level marketing. You guys are familiar, okay? Network marketing industry. Really great idea. Help the average person, not born with a silver spoon, succeed, have their own business, have a residual ongoing income. It was a really great idea, but I'm going to point out some leaks here, is that they took this corporate structure, the only structure that we know, and put it into a business building model. So it was built the same way that you would build a company. And it doesn't work because you had to bring on so many people, right? And not only that, competition once again arises, just like any other structures. You might bring on your parents, you know, your brother, your sister, cousins, all these people that know each other that are now in competition. And not only that, they know people, they all know the same people that they start bringing on. And now everyone's in competition with one another. So there's massive competition, and not only that, in those businesses, the average person needed 5 stars to succeed. Right? And to stay, which takes a lot of work. Okay? And by the way, this is called horizontal marketing. You probably saw in our plan. The reason why they call it horizontal is because anytime a business wants to make more money, say a franchise, for example, Subway doesn't hire a new employee, right? To make more money, if they want to make more money. No, they open up another Subway and they would put it over here. Right? They expand horizontally. Because an employee here isn't generating that much money. It's when they open up new Subways, right? And that's where they're going to make most of the money. Multi-level marketing, you build your front line because that's where you make the most money from. As it goes deeper, you make less and less. Same exact thing as a corporate structure or a sales structure. Got it? So everyone's in competition. And the point is here, unless you're the owner of a business that is successful, you're never ever going to be wealthy or get ahead. Okay? So our CEO, he said there has to be a better way. Only 5% of the population, so out of every 100 people, only 5 people are ever going to make it in this structure that everyone else is in. That's the shape of 99% of the businesses out there. Our CEO is actually a very successful Amway builder. He built like 9 of these centers at like 25 grand a month. Huge. But he was at one of those major conventions, but he looked around and he said, very few people are ever going to make it. So what he did is he went and redesigned what I'm going to show you here, brought it to Amway and said, let's change it. I found some of the leaks. But Amway rejected it because it paid the people too much. Those businesses are designed when the corporation makes money. Okay? This is JR, our CEO, JR Reidinger. He said, I'm only going to design something that I myself do. Okay? So what he did is he sort of flipped it on its side, or you might say, and instead of expanding horizontally to make more money, we're going to expand it vertically. Okay? Lining up the same people. A, B, C. And we're going to expand our franchises vertically. Now it may still look like money flows only up, but I'm going to point out, I'm going to show little tweaks that he put in the system that eliminate that and make us completely different than this. Something that set out to change the industry, but it created an entire new one. Okay? So not only we're aligning everyone vertically, but we're going to pay everyone 100% of 100%. What does that mean? Well, here, money runs out in this structure, right? If you sell a house, he gets a piece of it, piece of it, piece of it. But as it flows up, there's less money there, right? Multi-level marketing, they call it multi-level marketing simply because you get paid on levels.
It's usually 5 to 7 levels down.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just make this up 5%, 3, whatever their plan is that day, it changes the next day. 0, and eventually, here's the other important part, in multi-level marketing, you probably know, eventually there's a cutoff, right? No matter how deep your team goes, there's going to be a cutoff.
Right.
Nothing, even though you started it, nothing. Okay? I'm going to touch on that in a second. So, we get paid 100% of 100% on every level to infinity. There are no levels. So C, for example, makes a sale for 50 points in our system. Not only does C get it, B gets it, A gets it, M gets it, right back up to the top. 50, 50, 50, 50, all the way back up. 100% of 100%, no matter how deep the team goes, it goes 1,000 people deep, that 1,000th person you get paid 100% of 100%. Okay? Different than multi-level marketing. Got it? So same thing, B makes a sale here, maybe 40 points, right back up. 100% of 100%. There's no splitting of our commission points. It's huge. Okay? Now, is anyone wondering, how can we pay 100% of 100%?
Well, because it's going by points instead of the actual.
Well, okay, we're using points that's dependent on the amount of profit our products have. But if you think about it, in this structure, this makes sense that you're only going to get paid a piece of what you do, and it's going to run out as you go up higher because money runs out. Okay? So money eventually has to run out. How can we pay 100% of 100%?
This is the coolest thing, so pay attention.
3-letter word. Our CEO, to fix this, one of the tweaks is we cap our income. Okay, if you remember, we're capped at $3,600 per week, which equates to $187,000 per year. Okay. Got that? Now the reason why this works, this cap, let's go back to this structure. Right here, you have the CEO at the top of a multi-million-dollar company. Maybe he's making $2 million a year. You have the worker down here, maybe making $30K a year. Well, guess what? Let's cap his income now at $187,000. He's only going to get paid $187,000. So that leaves another $1.8 million to be redistributed to those who want to know.
And that's why we're different.
The power with the cap.
Because every one of us is capped at 187,000
Got that?
per business.
Per business.
Per business.
Wow,
And then you could just start it
Then you
out.
just open another, like I have 11 of them.
Oh my God, it's genius.
Right, that's why it's called unfranchised franchise business.
Right. We are not a regular franchise.
Right.
We're the unfranchised.
The multi-level marketings also have, remember how you said that he becomes a manager and they move him up? It's called a stair-step breakaway.
Breakaway, and it
They
takes,
have
and
that
all
in.
the work that you did building this
And he
person
flips above you now.
will go over to the side and you don't get anything.
Right.
Or you get a little something. That happened to me 3 times before I resigned from the
Now, here's another thing a cap allows us to do. Not only does money flow up in our structure, like everything else, every other structure in the world, it first has to flow down. What this cap enables us to do. Meaning, top guy here, a bit more experienced, maybe has a 400-point sell to make, right? They can take that and place it to the lowest person that they personally introduced and brought into the business. Give it to that person at 100%. So you see the massive synergy here that's happening?
Wow. Goes up.
That is the difference. So nobody gets left out.
And right back up to 400.
And it didn't hurt him to share it.
No.
He get it anyway.
Have to share.
But he financially secures the partners at the bottom and
No reason to leave.
Right. Because what happens is when you're doing things like this, you're helping other people succeed. Well, all of a sudden, other people are earning checks. Their business is growing. Do you think they're going to run away from their checks? No.
Walk
They're going to be
away
like,
from the business. Right.
whoa, this is working. They're going to keep building and building and building, and it's just going to keep going. Okay? One thing I failed to mention when I want to just point out the teamwork here. I usually do this a little earlier, but the CEO here, say someone new comes on board, here comes D. Now, if whatever D does is no different than what this person who's been in the business a bit longer does, do you think this more experienced person is willing to help D succeed?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So D's brand new and says, hey, Mr. More Experienced, can you come on in and help me make this sell? Yeah, sure. Whatever they can do to help this person succeed. Helps him make a 60-point sell, let's say, and all the way back up. Okay? So, not only is there an incentive for this person to try to help D succeed, but how about the rest of the team now? Now the whole team's invested in this person's success, because when this person succeeds, the rest of the team does.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So this person up here, so that's his unfranchised business. Is this also his
This is-
franchise business plus that person's franchise business? So that's like $3,500 a week on that, and $3,500 a week.
These represent an individual's own unfranchised business.
That
So
has
this,
to be economically connected.
yeah, like
Okay.
Joe, Kelly, Amanda, Dave, Steve, they all own their own unfranchised.
Then how do you get 7 unfranchised businesses? Because you have one on each side of you that is going down.
How do you get
She's talking
7?
about base 10, 7 strong. That's different.
That's a little different. Well,
And we can show you that's very easy. But let's finish this
yes.
first.
Okay.
That's more advanced.
That's more advanced.
Okay.
Okay. So, pointing out that teamwork, that synergy, just compare it to over here. This CEO who's used to selling $5 million homes, and the new person coming on and selling $100,000 homes. Can this new person say, "Hey, Mr. CEO, who's spending all his time selling way bigger houses because he has more experience, can you come in on Saturday and help me sell this home you're only going to make a couple grand on?"
I don't think so.
No, they can't. It's not worth his time. And in fact, he's getting trained by the least experienced person. Right? Here, you get trained by the most experienced.
Nice.
Major differences. True teamwork.
And everybody can step in. So if D needs to go with a newest potential partner to a training or meeting, and C can't come, even though they brought them in, B might come, A might come, M and A might come, C might come, and all sit together. So here we are, a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. And for the potential new partners of Davis, which are Stephanie, Jenna, and Wayne, we have 3 senior partners, thousands of people above to make sure they're the newest partners and making it. Right? That's the point, because we all benefit by helping the newest partner make sure they make it.
Because you get 100% of what I do.
I get 100%, we all get 100%. And then when I bring a new partner and put that person on the bottom, everybody gets 100% of what my new partner does when I share everything from the top down. That's amazing. That is, so when Rachotny puts the next partner down under Davis, under the wherever the bottom is for Davis, everybody benefits from the newest partner in Chapman Funds. That is why this is different, because it's not just flowing up like multi-level, like any other sales. It's being shared to the bottom. It's forced to the bottom, and that's the system.
And speaking of the
It's
points
genius.
too.
And it's fair. That's the difference.
Speaking of the points, and since you guys are familiar with the network marketing industry and multi-level marketing, these points that we're talking about here, what happens? How soon do you have to hit certain quotas or numbers within? Usually during a month, like within a month, right?
In any other sales.
In any other sales
Industry.
in the
It'll be a month.
industry. With ours, our points stay in month after month, quarter after quarter, all the way up to a year. Exactly. So what that means is those other businesses, you require a full-time effort to make them work. You're not gonna, or else you won't hit those numbers within a month. Because what do? Reset
They
it back to
disappear.
These stay in your business for a year. So if you're just doing something and you're working part-time, which is what it's designed for, because most people do not have the financial or time ability or whatever to just
Only
stop what
one
they're
who
doing.
does is Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie does.
Stephanie and Sharon are the only two people here that could do this.
I'm very busy now.
But you understand? Everybody else has to sneak it into the corner of their life,
Yeah.
in between the jobs, and yet they still can do it. Like all I had was the one night, just Tuesday nights. It doesn't matter as long as it's a fixed time that you dedicate. As long as it's part-time but not no time. Because if it's no time, it never happens. But if it's something every single week, then you get it. That's the difference. But it doesn't have the stress of, oh my God, I can't, what should I do? Should I work my real job where I get paid, or should I work this way where I'm not going to be paid for a while until I build it? Now you just build it into your enterprise.
Yep. Okay, so pointed out some of the leaks, show you what everyone's in versus what we have, okay? And why this is going to be such a struggle no matter how hard you work. What I want to do now is I kind of want to zoom in now in our structure and how we grow and how this expands, okay? And how that synergy.
I love this part.
See, I'm just going to write it out again, just sort of zoomed in here. Okay, before I go further, you guys know what a product brokerage is?
I think so.
Davis, do you remember? What product brokerage?
Product
Or a
brokerage.
product broker?
You mean like Amazon or what do you mean more?
Yeah, okay, so
smaller?
a product broker is someone that doesn't make or manufacture anything. They broker products for manufacturers, meaning Walmart is the #1 product broker in the world. They don't make or manufacture anything they put on their shelves.
Or middleman.
Middleman, right? The reason why that's so advantageous for a business model like Walmart, who's the #1 retailer in the world, is they can always stay with the trends. Just things are always changing. Meaning, at a time, there was a time when we used to buy VHS tape players, right?
Right.
Do we anymore? No. It changed to DVDs, right? So Walmart said, okay, Sony, instead of VHS tape players, we're going to buy DVDs from you. We're not buying the VHS. The burden's on Sony now to make the changes, or go out of business. Right. Then what happens? Blu-ray players come out. Okay, we're not buying DVDs anymore. We're buying Blu-rays. This is what people want. These are the changing trends. Now it's streaming. So Walmart can always position themselves to sell whatever's selling. Genius, right? How are you going to go out of business? Okay, so product brokerage is one of the things that we specialize in. We are a product broker as unfranchised owners. Okay, we only sell what's selling. As soon as something's not as hot anymore, it's fine. We don't care. We just put on the shelves what's selling. Our virtual shelves. And that's how us as a company, we've been able, for 25 years, since inception in 1992, year after year, quarter after quarter, every quarter has been stronger than the one before. So every year has been stronger than the year before. That's through 2001, September 11th, the housing crashes of 2007, 2008.
Right.
Okay? Never a down quarter. It's solid. Okay? So that's what a product broker is. We broker in multiple billion-dollar industries, about 14 now. They've sort of condensed them. So I'm going to write some of them out here. Health and wellness. If it's not a trillion-dollar industry yet, health and wellness, major. Weight loss, another weight management, another billion-dollar industry. Anti-aging, billion-dollar industry. Tons of baby boomers not interested in looking older.
Right. It is true.
It is true.
Spoken
Okay.
as a 63-year-old, it is
Use it.
true.
We're building our own iTunes. Okay. Finance. Great financial tool.
Cosmetics?
GPS.
Cosmetics.
Yep. Number one cosmetics brand
You're on iTunes.
on social media.
Pet care?
Motives. Pet care. Okay. Home care.
Auto?
Auto
Pool care?
care. Pool.
Probably home care too, yeah.
That's home
I
care.
read home
That's
care.
sample or something.
Water filtration.
Yeah.
We haven't been talking about that.
Water.
Outdoor enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have an entire division for that. But all the things that those outdoor enthusiasts want to buy are on a pool. So we still hit them. We just don't broker those things specifically. What else you got there?
Baby care.
Baby care. Finance? You
Got that?
finance?
Yep.
Web centers?
Oh yeah, websites. for
Websites.
Small businesses. Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah.
Okay. We,
We're bringing yoga.
How many did that come to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Yeah, 13 or 14. We forgot one, but that's okay. We're good.
It's fine. So the point I need to make here. Okay. Davis owns a yoga studio. And let's say we have a salon owner on board. Okay. Right, Davis. Okay. Someone at Davis's studio, she knows. Well, let me think about this. I usually do it a little different with Davis's here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
they
you
got a
to
daughter
hear
going
this.
to the prom.
Here.
Just
Okay.
reiterate for
Right, okay.
Jen.
You have someone going to the prom, right? Some girl, she's looking for a makeover kind of thing, and she's freaking
One
out
of the
about
mom's daughters is
it.
like
One of the mom's daughters. And you're like, you know what, I don't know much about our this cosmetics line. It's number one on social media, and they specialize in custom blend. I know girls love it. It's huge. Go talk to my business partner that specializes in this
That's
cosmetics
so
brand,
cool.
right? So you send your customer, your client, over to the salon owner who's a business partner. Leverage her expertise, makes the sale for you, and you benefit at 100% of 100%. Same thing over here. Salon owners cutting her girl's hair. Salon owners know their clients usually really well, right?
Yeah.
She knows that this one girl she always talks to has lots of chronic shoulder pain. She doesn't know a whole lot about our health and wellness product, but she knows enough that we've helped a lot of people with chronic pain. Okay?
With that pink OPC.
Yeah. And real quick, let me say here, so health and wellness. Maybe Davis kind of focuses in on that. Salon owner, cosmetics, skincare, that's the other one I forgot.
Oh yeah. I
Skincare.
knew we were missing a
Yes.
big one.
She just gravitates toward the skincare and the cosmetics, okay? So she's talking to her client, she knows she has shoulder pain. She goes, you know what, I have a business partner. She specializes in health and wellness. She's helped a lot of people with chronic pain. She uses this crazy purple pigment and stuff. I don't know how it works. Go talk to her and she'll help you with your shoulder pain. Sends her client up to Davis, specializes in it. She didn't need to know everything, just enough that we help people with that. Davis takes care of it, makes the sale for her, 100% to 100%. So the synergy, the teamwork that's happening here, it's like if Davis owned a Ford dealership, her salon owner friend instead owned a Chevy dealership. Someone came to her and said, I'm looking for a Chevy Silverado, right? So Davis is going to do everything in her power to be like, well, why do you want a Chevy Silverado? What is it
Not
about it?
sending it to the
Oh, you like that? Well, maybe you might like this more, right? She's going to try to do everything in her power to make the sale for her. This is like, oh, you want a Chevy instead? Cool. Go talk to my friend who owns a Chevy delership, and she's going to benefit 100% off. 100%. There's no competition.
And
Guys
so we
get that?
can all be passionate about what we're attracted to. So if somebody's all about the pet products, in our team, they become the specialists for the pet products. Somebody wants to sell web centers, we sell all the new business owners who are looking for a website, we send them there so that they can be connecting a website for them. We don't have to know what any of the other divisions. We
Right.
just have to be attracted to people who are very interested in those other divisions.
Yep.
As a team.
So what I'm going
Takes
to
the
do?
pressure.
Yeah.
We can focus on this one.
Yes. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, you don't pick one that's like it for product brokers. You usually just sort of gravitate towards them. Don't think you're exclusively anything.
And some people just focus on that amazing shopping portal that is actually the foundation for its competitor Amazon.com. It's leased with us. And so we have the most exquisite shopping portal in the world. It has 50 million products for our customers to choose from. So we're not selling anything, we're just helping people find what they look for and get paid on it. Everybody specializes in that. But then we also, some of us have university specialties in these other broker divisions. But all of us use the portal to save money for our family. All of us have a cousin or next door neighbor saving money.
Yeah.
That's the difference. We're there for everyone.
So what I'm going to do real quick, landing here, is just kind of tell you what I just told you, sum it up, okay? How businesses expand and make money. For example, here's a gym, okay? They cover a certain area, say Planet Fitness, right? Maybe there's one in a corner of Scottsdale. They have a general area, they have their general traffic. It's going to kind of be steady for the most part, okay? Well, what they do to make more money is they have a salesperson, right? If they want to make more, they just bring on another salesperson who doesn't really get paid a whole lot. They get paid when they bring money to the gym. Doesn't matter to the gym, just bring on another sales guy. But what happens? Two people are now splitting the same territory. That isn't necessarily growing. It's just, okay, well, you want to make more money? Let's bring on another trainer. Well, maybe two more. So now we have four people covering the same. So do you see how the competition's increasing? Because the territory isn't necessarily increasing, but the team
You
is.
drive so far to go to the gym.
Right. The quote-unquote team is increasing, but now everyone's in competition. That's expansion for traditional business. Us, franchise owner, health and wellness, maybe websites, cosmetics, pet care, finances, music, another health and wellness. It just goes shopping annuity, specializing in shopping on the internet. Whatever it is they want to do. But guess what? They're not cutting into someone else's territory because one person's customers is everyone else's customers. And that's how we expand as a
And leverage
franchise.
the expertise of everybody on the team to secure us.
And this created an entire new industry that originally sought out to just fix one, meaning we've created over 400 millionaires, thousands of five-figure and six-figure money owners.
Right.
This plan is so powerful that I just showed you is the first product back in 1992 didn't even work. Okay? Obviously the intentions were to have great products and changes were made quickly, but the emphasis was on a marketing plan that worked and that would actually make more than just one person rich.
So when Wayne said, how frequently has the marketing plan changed?
Never.
That, the structure that would be the next education, which is how the points add up to making those $300 of multiple commission checks, that's never changed except to get better. Because it was the plan that was perfect. That is the best product of the company.
Right.
It is the most solid, it's the most perfect, and there's nothing else like it. Even the 300 companies have tried to duplicate it, they're all out of business. All of them have tried a binomial expansion, and none of them have made it because they don't know how to price point the products, and they don't build in the kind of sharing of value, the lack of competition. They didn't know how to copy it as perfectly as we have it. So here we are going into our 25th year. And as John said, there are so many millionaires, they don't fit on the stage.
They can only bring the new ones on now.
If you were to try to fit all of them from all the different countries on the stage, it would be impossible. We're like bunched up on that.
Our CEO's original vision was to fill a stadium full of directors. And it's happening rapidly. Now there's what's called professional coordinator. There's so many of them that they can only bring up the new ones, right, Janine? You
So
know,
in the
which
year
is a professional
2000,
income.
when I watched it and I went down to Miami
Yeah.
with my arms like this, they were announcing all the professional coordinators, and it took them for about an hour and 15 minutes, they all came on stage.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how many there were then. They were honored. They got to come on stage to say where they came from. There's so many of them. They get to stand in their seat, and they earn $7,500 to $10,000 in a 4 week. No, 45 to 7,500 in a 4 week pay period. That's a lot of chump change part time.
That's job quitting money. Yeah.
You need to put this on YouTube. On a
He's
board where
going
you're
to.
standing in front of a
He's
board.
going to do it.
Yeah, because